Hey, it's John Alapic. Welcome back to the show, and welcome to the latest edition of Latter Day Albums. The premise of this series is to talk about Latter Day albums and an artist or band's catalog that don't get enough love or recognition. Today, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite bands of my lifetime, and this is Cheap Trick with their 18th album, We're All Right, released on June 16, 2017 on Big Machine Records. This would come within a year of their previous album, Bang Zoom Crazy Hello. For many fans, this was a continuation of the hot streak that started maybe with Rockford in 2006, perhaps with the second self-titled Cheap Trick album, 1997. This, in my opinion, is a wonderful album. So let's talk about who played on this album. We have Robin Zander on lead vocals and guitars, Rick Nielsen on guitars, Tom Peterson on bass guitar, Dax Nielsen on drums. Dax Nielsen came into the band on the 2016 album Bang Zoom Crazy Hello. Robin Zander and Rick Nielsen have been with the band since the beginning. Tom Peterson is an original member, but he left in 1982. And John Brandt played bass on 4 albums. And then Tom would come back into the band in 1988, and he's been there ever since. This album was produced by Julian Raymond and Cheap Trick. One thing I'll tell you about this album, it's recorded very hot, very loud. So it's a little getting used to. It doesn't have the immaculate production that Heaven Tonight had, that All Shook Up had, that the self-titled debut had. But it has the fire and the venom and vigor that you had on those first 3 albums, perhaps first 4 albums. If you look at the cover of the album, you see what the band is going for here. There's a lot of old photos from back in the 70s when they broke with that Budokan and the song Surrender and I Want You to Want Me and Voices and Dream Police. We're All Right is a lyric from Surrender. Many people would say that is their signature song. We got plenty more photos in here that are very, very old school, showing the band when they were much younger. And the performances here have that same feeling that you had back in the day. The craftsmanship, maybe not quite as much, but this is a wonderful album. Let's get started on it. You Got It Going On is like their 2017 version of a song like Baby Loves to Rock from All Shook Up, where you had Robin singing the vocal in the verse and then the band countering it with the riff. It's a very strong opener, very riveting. The riffs on here are great. Maybe not tippy top Cheap Trick, but very, very good. Long time coming was the single. This got played heavy on Sirius XM, channel 21. That channel is Little Steven's Underground Garage. I heard that song plenty back when this album came out. I saw the band on this tour too, and they did do this song live. I believe this is the only song they did live from the new album. You can tell why this was released as the single. It does have good hooks to it, great chorus to it, great riffs. Very, very strong. Nowhere and Radio Lover are very driving. Think about songs like He's a Whore, or maybe like a Stiff Competition, or Hot Love. Got that same vibe. They're very driving. Robin sounds great on these songs. The band are just kicking it and they're killing it. These are both excellent songs. Raw production. It sounds like the band just plugged in their instruments and they hit the record button. Still very, very good. Lolita's, when the keyboards come in, it's got more of a new wave feel. They did go new wave there on One and some of Next position, please. I'm all shook up before that, too. Lolita's very good. It's got a very catchy chorus to it. Another good track. Brand new name on an old tattoo. Wicked. Robin sounds fantastic. He sounds pissed on this song the way he's singing it. It's excellent. Great riffs on here. Maybe not quite the craftsmanship, but very good. You're like, oh my God, they're doing this late in the game. They're making a song like this. Wow, this is very good. And it feels very old school with that long fade out, just like you had on the 70s albums. Very, very cool. Floating Down, this is more dream pop. One thing I gotta say about this album, it's probably their least Beatles-esque because there were always these Beatles influences throughout their albums, throughout their career. You always heard some songs that sounded very Beatles-esque. Very little of that to be found here. Floating Down just sounds more like dream pop. And Robin's vocal on here is wonderful. Very, very good. Is he singing, hitting those highs like he did back in the day? Not quite. Still sounds strong. She's All Right. This is led by that groove that Tom and Dax are laying down. This is very cool. Very, very laid back track on here. We got some good guitar work from Rick on it. Another strong one. Listen to me. Here comes the fire and the passion again. We have a song like this. Again, where are they getting this energy from? They've hinted at this kind of energy on the last previous albums. Perhaps Stax put a shot in the arm in this band. The fact that they put this out so soon was pretty remarkable, let alone how strong this is. Very good. Rest of My Life is the proper closer on the album. It works very well as a closer. It's very melodic, fantastic chorus, works very, very well. What was really weird when this album came out was you had a 10-song album and a 13-song album. Even at 13 songs, it's still pretty short. It's still 40, 41 minutes or so. And most of the songs are in that 3-minute range there. This is the 13-song album that I'm going to review today. The bonus tracks, track 11, Blackberry Way. We're covering the move just like we did with California Man on Heaven Tonight. I don't know if this is quite in that same vein because California Man, way Cheap Trick did it, is a classic. Still very, very good. Very elegant. Like a Fly. How is this not on the proper album? As far as all the bangers on this album, this is the best one. This plays like a 2017 version of Top of the World. It's that good. Top of the World is one of their best rockers, stiff competition in that same vein, that same class. We have that here. The last track is If You Still Want My Love. If You Want My Love was originally on One from 1982. It was not a hit single. I believe it might have charted at number 65 on the Hot 100. This song is good. It doesn't touch If You Want My Love, which I think is magnificent. But it's still very good. If it were me, you put this as a 13-song album, I would have put this at track 12 and ended it proper with Rest of My Life. But as it is, this is a great Latter-day album. Just make sure you listen to it, get used to the recording, which is very hot, very loud. I'm gathering they recorded this more for downloads than they did for CDs. The vigor and the passion is here. The strong songs are here. Classic songs? Perhaps not. But very, very good. If you love those first four, you'll love this. Just remember about the production that I was saying before. How would I rank this? This is tough. 9 out of 10. And I believe I ranked Cheap Trick 1997 a 9 out of 10. I would give it the edge of this one. 1997 has a better recording. I think this has better songs overall and more passion overall. So this would be number 5 in the catalog for me if I were to rank all the Cheap Trick albums. And the first four would be, of course, the top four. Dream Police would be at number 4 because two of my favorite songs by Cheap Trick, perhaps my favorite songs by Cheap Trick, Way of the World and Dream Police, are on there. But I think the cracks started to form on that album a little bit, but the production was very good. First three are outstanding. My favorite is the self-titled debut. It still hasn't gone gold yet, which is interesting. I think that is a fantastic album. So this is Cheap Trick. We're all right. So, what do you think of Cheap Trick's music? And what do you think of We're All Right? Did you buy this back in the day? Did you hear this back in the day? Did you see them on tour? They were touring heavy in 2017. Some at Penn's Peak in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania on that tour. I've seen them either 5 or 6 times. Very good live band. The best time I saw them was the first time. It took me a long time to see them because they used to play this area heavy. In the 80s, when their star had fallen before Lap of Luxury, they played this area a lot. They were playing clubs here in the 80s. Never got to see them until 2015, a co-headline with Peter Frampton. That night, both acts were fantastic. So, let me know what you think of this album. What are your favorite albums by Cheap Trick? Your favorite songs? What do you think of Cheap Trick as a live unit? Did you see them back in the day when they were kicking ass and taking names? Please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.